Hello guys, welcome back to Ola Tech TV, your new home for beginner friendly tech content. Today's video is going to be super exciting. We are diving into React Native, and by the end, you will build and run your first mobile app. Whether you've never touched mobile dev or you are coming from web, I'm going to break everything down so clearly you will feel like a pro by the end of the video. So let's go. First, what is React Native? So React Native is a framework that allow you to build mobile app using what React, JavaScript or TypeScript. So it's a framework that allow you to build mobile application using React, JavaScript or TypeScript. Cross-platform development means writing code once than what that run on multiple platforms. So what I mean by this is that what you can run your React Native both on web and your what on your app. So it's a cross-platform development. Means what? Writing code like more than what one platform. So React Native is a cross-platform because you can write one code base in JavaScript and deploy it both iOS and Android. So back in the old days, right? Back in the old days, MacBook required. You need to what? You need to use Xcode as your what? As your IDE. So how to learn Android SDK and its framework. So you need to use Android SDK back in the old days. But React Native by itself is enough for you. So React Native by itself is enough for you. So React Native here is a what? Is a JavaScript language as actually. So it is actually like a what? A JavaScript. We have React. You already know about React. Here is what is a JavaScript library. So React Native is JavaScript, is React, but different between React Native and React and React Native. First, React is a what? Is a web language. We use it to what? To code our web app and our all our website to build our UI, our user interface. And it's also called what? It was created 2013 by Facebook, now Meta. That time is Facebook, but now it's now Meta. It's a JavaScript library used to build your what? For user interface, especially for the web. You see, that's React. But what is React? React is released 2015. You cannot say React is for the web, React Native is for the what? Is for the mobile. So instead of running your what in a browser like ReactJS, it's run your what your in your phone like what like a real native app. That's why we call it React Native. So features here we have what framework. So we have Expo as a framework. So when we talk about Expo, the word Expo. So Expo is a powerful framework and platform that make it super easy to build and run React Native app, especially for beginner. So take for instance, think like a developer assistance. Let's just talk about AI or developer assistance that handle all set up for you, like Android Studio, Xcode, and others like that. So imagine React Native is just like a sports car. Let's call it like a Tesla. But to drive it, you will need what we call Expo. You can write your code, your JavaScript, everything using React Native, but we use what? Expo is like giving you a fully built Tesla. Just open what and start driving. That's Expo. So they are not same thing. React Native is a what? Is language. Why Expo is a what? Is a framework. So different between what React and React Native. This React and this React Native. First, our what? Our component structure. Using React, we use div, we use our h1, we use our p tag, like that. We use class name. But in React Native, you see, we use view. In React Native, we use view. We don't use h1, we don't use p tag. We use what we call div. So rendering in our HTML, we use what div, p tag, etc. in our. But here we use view, we use text. So our so in React we use what we call DOM, virtual DOM, but here we use what we call native widget. We use CSS. We use CSS. In React Web, we're using what CSS, but here we use what we call style sheets. Your CSS is what? Your dot card, padding of 15 players, stuff like that, border radius, box shadow. But here we declare our style sheet, then create the style sheet. Can you see difference? Dot card, here we have what card, style sheet. So here we use what we call style sheet. We have what events, we have event handling. Here we use what const handle what click, then we create our parameter, then console.log when the button is click. So we use this. But here we use what? We use There's a different way we use our event. Here we use what on click. But when it comes to React Native, we use what we call touchable opacity for what? For press. So on your app, when you're using a phone, you can't click, you press. That's difference between web and what? An app. So here we use on press. In web version we use on click. Here we use what? On press. Or on log press, then console.log, stuff like that. So here another thing is what? Our list. Our list item. Mapping using your parameter. So we render our item in a different way. So here you can list your item here. Item.map, then your parameter, use the ID, get the title and the description. But in React Native, how do we map? So here we use our item as well, but we don't use what? We use our data as what? As the main item. So we'll talk about this when we go into the code. So just the difference between React and React Native. So form as well. In React Web, we use what? Form, input tag, your button tag, stuff like that, your inputs, your label, everything. But in React Native, we use what we call text inputs. So we use our text inputs. We use view for everything. View work like a div in your React Web. So we use view. So these are the what are the difference between React Web and React Native. So here we will move into what? Installation. First, we have what we call Expo Go. So Expo Go, you can go to your phone, either you use your iOS or you use your Android. If you are using Android, go to your Play Store. If you are using iOS, go to your App Store. So this is it. It's an app. You can install it, Expo Go. So open the app, download the app, or you can install it on your system. Install what? Android Studio. If you are using if your system can carry, you can install Android Studio. I have Android Studio on my system, right? Or you install a simulator like your Android Studio and your Xcode. But I'll be using this Android Studio for the so our tab navigator. So a tab navigator in React Native is a what? Is a navigation pattern that creates a tab bar, usually for what? At the bottom. So example, this is a app, just like your social media app, your Instagram. So here we have a tab navigator in React Native. This thing, I think we have this in most of all our app. This tab navigator is just like your navbar in your React web. So we have this tab navigator. So React Native is a what? Is a navigation pattern that creates a tab bar, usually for what? At the bottom of your screen, allowing user to switch different in a different screen. So here let's go to what? Documentation on how to install React Native. First, you go here. So we need to install it using what? Our Expo. It's just like using Vite in what? In React, npm create Vite as I said. But here will be what? We'll be creating Expo as latest to what? To set up our environment. So we copy this command. First, open your what? Create your folder or your folder. You can come to your document anyone you are using, right? Then you will create it. So new folder. You can call it my first my first app. So we can call it my first app, then open it using VS Code. So then you select it, open folder. So you select your folder here. First app. So now we move to what? Installation. Open your terminal. So open your terminal here, then you what? We move towards installation. Okay, here, right? So we paste the command, then we put dots. So here this is installing. So we wait till it's installed finish. So you wait. Okay, so here we are having what? It's create the template, then it's downloading an extracted project file. So then it's install the what? The node mod using what? npm install. So we have all these list file just like your normal React. So let's wait till the installation is successful. Okay, here we have what? Our project is ready. So once we have this, so your project is ready. So to run it, you can run it using your iOS, you can run it using your web or your Android. So I'll be using our Android version here. So in my next video, I will teach how to install Android Studio. So stay tuned, subscribe, like and share. So here I have my Android Studio here. So I'll open this, open your Android Studio. So we already mentioned. Okay, here you have your what? Your Android Studio. So here you can download Expo Go on your phone if your system can't carry this Expo Android Studio. So here you go to your Play Store, then download Expo Go. So once you download the Expo Go, you go to your setting. Under your setting, go to developer option, on it. So on the developer option, for your first time you need to build the number, go to setting, under your phone setting, like about phone, go under, you see build number. So you need to type tap on the phone 7 times. So once you build that number, go to your android your developer option, then turn it on, then turn your what? Your USB debugging. So you connect the USB to your system and connect it to your what? To your phone. So once it bring what? Your phone, so it's already connected. So for you to know again, you come to your CMD. So come here. So you come to your CMD, then search for ADB devices for you to see the devices connected. Can you see? So I have what? Emulator 554 device. So you see the name of your phone and everything like that. So for now, I'll be using this. So once this is run, so what do we do? You will now click on npx expo to run our app. npx expo. React Native we use npm run dev or npm start. So here we use what? Npx expo. So let's see. We have npx expo. So let's see. So already starting the project. So here we can view it on what? On computer. We can view it on our what? On our desktop, on our mobile, iOS or any type. You can view it on your iOS, your computer, your web and everything. I will show you how we can do that. So after running this npx expo, so it will show us the what? It will show us everything. So let's wait. It's still running. Okay, here we have this. Can you see now? So we have this starting. So it give us our what? Our QR code. So once you open this Expo app, you will see that you can scan. Let's open this app now. Let's open this app. Can you see? So you can scan the QR code or enter the what? The URL direct. Can you see Expo 192? So this is your local URL. Then you can use what? Web. So you can view this on web too. So let's follow this link to view it on web. And you can view it on your iOS. For you to view it on what? On this, you can what? Press A. On web, press W. on your iOS, on your iOS, you can run it directly using what npm install npm run iOS too. So yeah, let me view it on web to see how it display. So I will be following this link. So follow this link. Follow link. Okay. So let's see what display on web. So it will build it. So can you see it's still building? So let's wait till the build finish. Okay, so it's built like that. So we have this. Can you see? So we have our web version. Can you see? We have welcome, try it, explore, get started, and everything. Then we have our tab. Can you see our tab navigation here? So then I go to this explore. It takes me to explore. Sorry, my system is somehow dragging. So we have this. You see it like this. So it will bond what bundled everything. So this is the web bundle and everything like that. Okay. So this is what we have. So let's view what the mobile on. So we want to view it on what on our app. So once you connect your app, so what do? You want to click on A. So opening Android. So let's see. It's still what? It's still bundling. Okay. So this is what we have here. So can you see? It's already what opening it. So we need to what? We need to build everything together to show it. So it was bundling 60%, 61%. So this is how it will show on your what? On your system. If you have any problem, just put it in the comment section. I will I will help look. So we have our file structure like this. So here we have our app folder. So inside this app folder, we have tabs. Inside this tab, we have layout and not found one forward, one found file. So here we are using TXS, that's our TypeScript. So here we have layouts, we have export, we have index. So index is our what? Is our home screen. It's the first screen you will see. So this is what it contains. So the one you see on your web and the one you see here. So let's view the web. So this is how the web see. Can you see? So we have our web version here. Explore the app, include everything like that. So we have our web version. So any edit that we make here will show instantly. So for example, let me go to this explore file now. And I change this. Let's put all that tech. Let me just put this for now. Right. Can you see? Can you see the other tech that I add now? So it show what the update instantly. So here let's see. Let's view the mobile one as well. So it's still loading. Okay, can you see? Okay. Now we have our app done installed like this. Let me put this here. Right, we have this here. We have this. Welcome, try it, edit app, changes. So this is the what is the content that follow what React Native come. So we can edit this. So here come to your what your index.cxs. Then here I can say welcome to React Native. So can you see? It what it show automatically welcome to React Native. So we have this. So let's reset our app. So let's make a reset. So let's make a reset. So how do you reset? So this app we want to delete all the content so we can do our what our first app and see how it display. So here we have a script folder. Here we have what reset projects. So you run this command, click on this reset project. It's what this script is used to reset the project. Let's see. This script is used to what to reset your project. So let's reset our project. So what do we do? We will run it using npm reset what project. So let's run the command. So you come here and said npm reset. Okay, npm run reset dash project, right? dash projects. So let's see. Do you want to move existing file to app. Yes or no? So you can click on yes for now. So it won't delete it. So you see, we have what? We have another folder. We call it app example. So it move all the what? All the content. Oh, okay, there's a problem. Operation rename this what documents my first example. Oh, okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Operation is not permitted. Rename this. Okay, hold on. So let's fix this now. Let me close the server for now. Let me stop the server and come here. Let me delete this. So delete it and run the command again. Move. Then run this again. Okay, can you see? So this show because of what? I'm running this app that I'm trying to move. I'm running this before. So you need to understand the error so you come across this kind of error, you know how to fix it. So you need to stop the server first, then run it again. So here I have the what app example. We already move everything in this app to our app example. All this everything is already moved to app example. All the hooks, your components, hooks, scripts, everything is moved to what app example. Here we cannot delete this the app. So here let's delete the app example. So here we delete this, move to trash. So we move this. So under here we have two file. We have our layout and our index.css. So we edit this. So this is our main file, just like your app.css in your normal React. So this is our main file. So this is what we will be using. So let's run the command again to view it. So what do we do? We run what? npx expo. Let me come to see that npx what expo. So we run the command again to start your server again. Okay, so we have this done like this. So what do we do? You already know how to what you run it on your apps by what? Press A. So we press our A. So it will open on this what? On this phone here. So if you are using your mobile phone or your iOS, it's telling me I need to what? Upgrade our Expo. No, I'm not upgrading for now. So there's a new update. So I'm using Expo 52 and okay, can you see now? So we have this. Hold on, it's still running. Let's wait. It's still running. Okay, so we have this screen now. Can you see? We have our what? Edit app index.css to edit. Okay, edit app dash index.css to edit this screen. So here this is it. This is the text. So here I already tell you the difference between React and React Native. So in React we use Vue. So Vue is like our div in React Native, in normal React web. So Vue here is our what? Is our div. We use Vue for any way we want to display Vue. And we use text as our p tag and other text, p tag h1 and other text. So we have two here. We have view and our text. We have button, we have style sheet. So to start here, we don't use dot card, we don't create css file. So what do? We create our style sheet. So here we use our style sheet. So here let's first build our first button. So what do? Inside this view here, I can clear this guy and come here. I can say, hello, this is my first app. Hello, this is my first app. Can you see? So it displays like this. So how do we style this? So let's say this is our p tag, this is our h1. So what do we do? So I can teach you a short cut for you to what to run to get a what do you call it? A snippet. Just like your HTML. Your HTML, once you type HTML5 and you enter it, It gives you what the HTML snippet, your header, your everything. So here we have this as well. In your React, you want to type RFC. I don't know if you guys use your extension RFC. It gives you what all your React snippets. So we have the extension as well. So same extension that you use in React, use it here. So what do you just type here? You come here, then you type R R N RNCE. Can you see? So we have RNCE, or I think this is not okay. So RNFFE. Yes. Okay. So this is it. So we have what RNFE. So once you start your RNFE, so we have this as well, just like your normal React. So can you see the text is what is our. So let's build our what our first button app. So here we will be having what hello world, hello world. So here we will be having our button. So we use capital letter button from React Native, right? So we have our button here from our React Native. So we need to add our title, because this button we need to add a title to our button. So it's a title title of our button can be what press press me, right? Okay, there's error. So this will automatically refresh now. So press me. So now in your React we use what? We use on click, but here we use on press. On press. So our on press will be what? Then your function, then what? Alert. Alert that what? You you pressed the the button, right? So yeah, let's try it. Let's press this button to see if it works. Can you see? We have a what? A lot of what? You pressed the button. Okay. So here we have our what? Our first app. So how do we style this button? So here under here we can now have our exports. So here we can now have const. So we will declare our what? Our style here. Const style. So we declare it style equal to style sheets. So style sheet from React. So you use capital letter then style sheets. So it automatically import it. So style sheet dot create create, right? So style sheet from React. So here you need to add your what? Your style sheet. So copy this guy, paste it. So can you see this error is no more there? So here, how do we style it? You cannot set our container. So container, you can give this a class name or what, or container. So what's our container having? Our container can have a what? A flex of what? Flex one. Then we can have justify content, can be in what? In center, just your normal CSS. Then our align item can be in center as well. Align item, align item, enter. So here we come to what? Center. So you can have this. So how do you now use it? You come here to your text or your view. So we are using it in view. You come to and say style. We don't use class here, we use style equal to styles dot the class name container. So this should come to center. Can you see we have it in what? In our center. So once you click on this, give us what? Your what? Your what? You press the button. So thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. So if you are still interested in this course, just comment. I'm dropping more video on React Native. Stay tuned. Thank you guys. So please don't forget